Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're back with some more Gran Turismo Sport, the final round in the road to the GT7 series. So, you know, GT7 is released end of this week, so that's great news and really looking forward to it. Anyway, we're at Group 4 cars at Alsace Village. Not one of my favourite circuits in the game, but not too bad. Not too bad. So anyway, let's crack on with qualifying in the race and see how we get on. Right, here we go with qualifying then. Heading towards the end of the pit lane. And here we go. What we'd like to do here is to get the slipstream of the guy in front. That will be mightily helpful. But we're only on the outlap here, so it's not too desperate at the moment. But we would like to get on the back of some of these guys by the time we start our hot lap. But obviously that introduces its own issue, because if we do that, then they could be holding us up through the corners and stuff. So this guy's wanting to drop back, which is what happens a lot of the time. So we're just trying to get the tyres warmed up nicely for our hot lap. So let's see what we can do. We're really wide here, but like I say, it's the outlap, so it's not the end of the world. So trying to close up on the... I think he's in an Atenza as well in front of us, because that's what we're using. So we're closing up on him. And he was quite slow through here, so we have really caught up. There's a guy here going really slowly, and he's just gonna let us go past. So into the last couple of corners, right on the back of this Atenza, but I've got this nasty feeling that he's going to be he's not going to be as quick as I am. And not that I'm a mega quick driver or anything, but, you know, I think he's going to be slower than me, judging from the way he's braking into corners and stuff like that. But we stick behind him, grab the slipstream, and hopefully this is going to help us. So all good up to now. And he brakes pretty early for there. Earlier than I wanted to. So it kind of compromised me. And although the slipstream's nice, he is holding me up. So I do really want to get past him if I can. Just not able to use all of the circuit because, like I say, I'm having to brake early over where I would have been braking. But I make that same mistake again on my hot lap, but luckily it doesn't give you a penalty or invalidate your lap for doing that, which is a bit of a bonus, I guess. I guess we could call this lap a banker lap, I guess. Somebody flashing the lights behind me. There's a guy spun there, so that's not ideal for him. These two are fighting a little bit. And this is really going to slow us up now, catching these two, because there's nowhere to overtake here. And he brakes and I tapped the back of him, and it wasn't intentional. So yeah, our first lap is definitely compromised. We've only got one more lap to do this in. A 2-minute lap time is not good at all. In practice, I was doing 58s. So, you know, really not ideal. And we're still going to be stuck behind this guy in the blue Atenza, which is not great, especially not going into here. And I've got to send it and get past him, because he's just going to slow us up all the way through the lap. So we've just got to do the best we can. Try not to go wide here, which we don't. So that's good. He's grabbing my slipstream now, but I think in the corners I'm going to be able to pull away from him. But it's not seeming so, actually. But we do pull away quite a bit. And into the next corner, we're probably going to pull away a little bit more here. Yeah, we are. So we would have lost time in those 2 turns if we'd have still been behind him, so. And he nearly hit me then. I mean, I was braking for the corner correctly. I don't know where he thought he was going. So yeah, flat through here. Let's see what sort of a time we come up with. It's not the perfect lap, far from it. So, you know, we'll just have to see. Round the last corner, onto the straight, and it's going to be a 1:59. Right, so into the race. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully things go well. Starting in 7th position, so not too bad. He did a 58.3. I think I did about a 58.5, 58.6 in practice. So I could have been in the sort of top 5, I think, if I'd have got that perfect lap in qualifying. But unfortunately I didn't. There's some pretty cool liveries here, some pretty basic ones as well. We're sporting a Castrol livery, which I've had on this car for a very long time. I used to like driving this car in open lobby racing, so. But there is a couple of other cars in this race. They're not all Atenzas. There is a couple of Audis and Hyundais, as you can see there, and other stuff. So it's not all just, you know, we're all in the same car. Because that's what seems to have been happening with this Road to GT7 series. A lot of the time, it's just everybody's in the same thing. Look, we've even got a Megane there, look. Which I did toy with the idea of using, but I decided not to. But we're starting to get to the end of the people on the grid. There's some people a lot slower than me, which was quite surprising. Even an RCZ there. Right, so time for the rolling start. Let's see what we can come up with. Hopefully things go well. But we shall see. It's going to be quite tough to overtake people here, I feel. Even if you're a lot faster than them. It's quite easy to defend. So anyway, we go across the line, straight into turn 1. I'm just going to take it nice and steady through turn 1. Tyres will be cold. So we just fall into the formation, following the guys in front. and see what unfolds over the next 2 or 3 corners. Quite like that guy in front. He's got the 25th anniversary logo in his back window of his car for the 25th anniversary version of GT7. He goes really wide there, so managed to gain a place there. So I think that's what this race is going to be. When people make mistakes, then you have to try and capitalise on that, because overtaking is not going to be easy. So we're trying to get onto the back of this next train of cars, which I believe is all the way to the leader. We're staying with them so far and starting to drop the cars behind a little bit. So the guy in front, we're staying with him, but he's drops a little bit off the cars in front. And are we going to get any incidents round here? It appears not. But we're right on the back of this guy. But, I mean, I moved out. But there's nowhere to overtake him, really. He's so tight through this part of the circuit that you're going to really struggle to get any sort of an overtake done. I get a bit of a better exit here. But he kind of just slows me up coming out of there. Which is fair enough. You know, I'd have done the same. We're still up behind him, piling on the pressure, trying to force him into a mistake if we can. But we're still really close to him. Is he going to make an error? This is a prime place to do it, and yes, he does. Spinning round. I was lucky he didn't take me with him. Definitely. Right, so we've caught up with the back of the pack. First place has pulled away a little tiny bit. Not massively, but he has a little bit. But we're right on the back of the guy. We post the fastest lap of the race, which is pretty good, but it's only a 2:01. It's not anything to shout about. And this is the guy that was actually on pole, so I don't know what's happened to him. We're just looking for any sort of an opportunity if he makes a mistake. He goes a little bit wide there, but not wide enough. But riding in the slipstream, staying with him, and just looking for any sort of a sniff of an overtake. But it's unlikely. He takes a bit of a different line round there to what I do. Pulls away a little bit, but we're still firmly in the slipstream. But the cars ahead of him are definitely pulling away, so yeah, not ideal. But they are fighting, those two guys in second and third, so there is the possibility that we could catch up due to them arguing with each other. And there's a guy wide there. Can we get a move done here? I don't think so, but we're definitely hooked up in the slipstream. So it's all still to play for, you know, we're in the top 5, so that's not too bad. We're definitely staying with them. So this is getting quite intense, to be honest. Because I can see all the way up to second place here, and it's like, well, you know, it'd be really nice to finish on the podium. It won't be easy, though. And he goes for the dive up the inside there. And I try to get the move done. I'm side by side, but he's like, no, you're not coming past as well. I did try, but you know, he was just defending. It wasn't like he was pushing me off the circuit, so you know, fair enough. But I am a lot better than him through that last couple of corners, and he goes defensive straight away. So I'm going to go to the outside rather, and try and do the switchback on him, but it doesn't really work. So we're just in the slipstream here. And he's semi-defending there, moving about a little bit. And I tapped the back of him, unfortunately. That wasn't intentional. And unfortunately, he spins off after that. I wasn't very proud of that, to be honest. But we're up into fourth anyway. Oh, there's a guy spun there in the middle of the road. Luckily, he was ghosted. But, so that means we've inherited third place, which is awesome. Unfortunately, I go wide after the curb bumped me out towards that way. So unfortunately, the guy in fourth place has caught me right back up. Thought about defending here, but it was too late. He was already up the outside of me. So he gets the move done. And we try and stay with him, but I think I've still got dirty tyres at this point. Right, so on our way to the finish line now. Pretty much the end of the race. We're not really close enough to mount an attack on the car in front. So it's going to be a fourth place, which is a shame, but it was still a fairly decent race anyway. So, here we can see the rankings after all 4 rounds. We came first in our local ranking area, which is my county in England, which is Lincolnshire. So, you know, that's great, but not loads of people from Lincolnshire play this, so it's not really a good gauge. We came 38th in the UK. I'm not sure how many people from the UK took part in this series, but yeah, pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And the whole of the EMEA region, I came 294th. So yeah, I mean, I'm reasonably pleased with that. Right then, so that concludes the Road to GT7 series. So obviously GT7 comes out this Friday. So looking forward to that, obviously. It went quite well, this little mini-series, you know, and I think maybe I might take part in the FIA Championships or whatever they're called when we get to GT7, because I have quite enjoyed doing this, actually. So as long as it fits in with where I can do it, then I definitely will consider it. So anyway, that concludes today's video. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go. Click the little bell next to it to be notified next time I'm live streaming or when I upload new videos. If you like what I do, then please consider becoming a channel member. Helps out the channel massively, and you get some custom emotes to use while I'm live streaming, access to videos one day early, and access to some member-only videos as well. So anyway, take it easy, stay safe, and I shall catch up with you soon. Bye for now.